talking with psychologist and author Phil McGraw. His top-selling books have been published in 25 languages. Life Strategies, Doing What Works, Doing What Matters, was #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list. And Relationship Rescue, a 7-step strategy for reconnecting with your partner, is the book where he outlines the myths of relationship counseling. The author himself joins us now again from Dallas. Dr. Phil, what's the best advice you can give to couples who are having trouble?
Well, Marina, I think the most important thing that people that are having trouble need to do is realize that it didn't happen by accident. We manage our way into these things, and I always tell people that are having marital difficulties, or even if they're not married but in a committed relationship, before you quit, do the work. Earn your way out of a relationship. We're quitting too soon in America. People need to say, I'm going to turn over every stone. I'm going to investigate every avenue of rehabilitation before I pull the plug on this relationship. And if we'll start doing the work, you'll see that divorce rate go down from close to 50% to something that's much more manageable in America.
What do you think that men and women most misunderstand about each other?
Oh my gosh, is this a 4-hour show?
I wish.
We misunderstand so much about each other that it's amazing that we do as well as we do. You know, men and women are wired up very differently, and for a good reason. You know, God had a plan here where we all had different jobs. There was a division of labor. So, you know, men look at things from kind of a logical perspective, and women look at it from a more intuitive perspective, and oftentimes those don't overlap, and we get frustrated with our partners for doing exactly what they've been designed to do. So we misunderstand motivation, we misunderstand behavior, we even misunderstand words that you would think would be pretty clear.
Now we have a web chat question from India, and the question is asking, does Dr. Phil think that the level of trust in relationships is decreasing?
I think everything good about relationships has been decreasing over the last several years, and I know that it's different from culture to culture, and I speak more confidently about America than I do some of the other countries, but I think as we have gotten in a busier world, we spend less time focusing on our relationships. Think about it. When I was growing up, we had 3 TV channels, and we were either watching Gunsmoke or Ricky Nelson. Today, we have 500 TV channels, the internet. We're in a double-income society, so we have so much more distraction, and we spend less time focusing on nurturing our relationships and making them more healthy.
Now we have a question for you from Brazil, from William. William, what's your question?
My question is, doesn't the doctor think that his jury work makes unbalanced the system of justice in favor of those who can afford his services and not necessarily portraying what is the truth in a case and just who is going to make the best impression to the jury?
Fair question, and clearly there is advantage to those that have the wherewithal to hire the more skilled lawyers and the greater degree of technology that is involved in a case. And that's an unfortunate thing, and the reason that we do some pro bono work. But I can tell you that because of the federal regulations, which pretty much control and dominate even at the state level courts, that what we're actually seeking to do is get a jury that is unbiased. And of course, we would love to go in there and pick people that love our side of the case. But due to the rules and due to the other side of the case being able to strike certain jurors that are too favorable, the best we can hope for is someone that is truly open to hearing our side of the case and hopefully sophisticated enough to understand it. So while in a perfect world we would pick 12 cousins and nephews and people that just love our case, the facts are that we have to struggle to get a level playing field. And that's what we strive for, and I think we do a good job of that at CSI.
Now, one of your clients was Oprah Winfrey, and now you're regular on her show, so the world knows you because of her show. So what is it like for this person, Oprah, who is considered to be a friend to the world? You're her friend. What's it like to be Oprah's friend?
Well, you know, I don't think you should get extra credit in this world for being a nice person. But Oprah is an extra nice person, and I can tell you, as warm and genuine as she seems on the air, she is even more so when you get the privilege of spending time with her. She's just a great individual, really committed to making a difference in our world today. Oprah has been very blessed financially. There's no secret about that. She doesn't have to be doing anything that she's doing right now. She's doing it because she cares about people, and she wants to use the platform that she has to enrich the lives of anyone that will take the time to look and listen. And I'm very blessed to be even a small part of that.
Do you think that an understanding of psychology and human behavior would, in fact, help the world more if we understood more about how other people react to us?
Oh, Marina, you're going to get me up on a soapbox now, I'll guarantee you, because I think, certainly in America, in our education system, we teach people how to read and write and add and subtract and how to do different skills, to be lawyers and nurses and all the different things that we seek to do career-wise, but we don't teach people how to live. We don't teach people how to be married. We don't teach them how to be mothers and fathers or sons and daughters. We don't teach people how to manage their emotions and motivate themselves as things come harder and harder in life. So I think an understanding of why people do what they do and don't do what they don't do is very important in life and in the courtroom. And that's why those two things marry so well together for me, at least in my view.
Okay, we'll be right back with more on this, but first a break. Taking charge of our lives. Up next, how can we more easily overcome life's obstacles? We'll ask Dr. Phil when Q&A continues. Please stay with us.